I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 million every week. I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 billion every week. I wanna be a billionaire. Billionaire. I wanna be a billionaire. Billionaire. I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 billion.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Sleep is for Billionaires, the podcast. I am your host, Johnny Vegas. Now today, I have a dynamic singing duo with beautiful voices. They are the granddaughters of the legendary Funkadelic master George Clinton. They have a single out right now called This Club, currently on tour all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Candy Apple Red. How you doing, ladies?
Hey, how you doing?
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming to the show. I appreciate it.
Of course, thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you. Pleasure's all mine. Now, can you describe your genre of music? Because when I look at your profile, it says like a funky R&B with a pop twist or something like that. Explain your genre for me.
Well, it's mostly R&B and pop, but you know we come from George Clinton, so it's gonna have that sprinkle of funk in there.
Right.
We can't just completely, we're not just gonna completely get away from that. So it has a little sprinkle in there, but I think we have a sound that's unique and different. So but pop, R&B, that's like the main genre.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I like that about you guys. You guys kind of found a signature title for your sound and then progress with it, because for a lot of artists it's difficult to try to stand out, when they should just be themselves or just come up with their own thing, that's very difficult in the creative process.
Yeah, to find your sound.
How was it difficult for you guys to find a signature sound together?
I would say...
Or a title for it, like you just explained?
Oh, the title of our name?
Our sound.
The sound. The sound.
I would say no to that.
No.
Because we kind of knew, we're interested in doing everything, but we kind of knew, the foundation would be, like, an R&B vibe.
And we've been singing together for so long. It's not like we just got put together and we had to figure it out. We've been singing together for so long, so we kind of knew what sound we were going to have, from the beginning.
Also, since the start, you guys been together. You weren't separate artists and then came together.
No, we've always been together. We've been together since we were little.
We're first cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you knew that. Yeah, we are first
We're
cousins.
first cousins, so.
My dad, her mom, our brother and sister. So.
Got it. Did you guys grow up together? Or?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Where?
Well,
you can. Go ahead.
I grew up in Michigan. She's from Canada.
Okay.
So every summer I'd go see her in Canada. She'd come back down, see me in Michigan. And we followed each other everywhere. I moved to Florida. And then when I moved to Florida, right after I got there, I actually moved in with her when she moved to Atlanta.
Okay.
And then after that, went back to Michigan. And then I moved back with her when she moved to Maryland.
Got it.
So, I just follow her.
Granddad raised her, so
Yeah.
that's why it's like that.
Yeah.
Granddad's house was the house that everybody goes to because he's granddad.
Yeah. Right.
And so since she was being raised by him, we always seen each other.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
all the
cool.
cousins, so.
Yeah.
That's great, man. So how'd you guys come up with the name Candy Apple Red?
Ooh, I'm going to let you have that one. Yep.
Well, basically, we came up with a name called Model Citizens.
Model Citizens. I just saw a picture of us when we did that photo shoot, and it has Model Citizens plastered on the front.
So we came up with that name. We wrote it.
Before you continue, how did you come up with Model Citizen?
Right. Okay. So we were sitting in my room.
Okay.
And we were like, we need a name for a group.
Frustrated because we had been trying to find a name for the group for weeks and we couldn't figure it out.
Right. So I just said, listen, we're just gonna write stuff on a piece of paper and do it like that. She was like, cool, whatever, let's do it. So I'm writing different names, and then that came up. Cool. We're gonna go. It had a ring to us.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with that.
We want to be Model Citizens. We just thought it was so catchy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody in my grandfather's band named Clip Payne came to us and said, well, why don't you guys do Candy Apple Red? We were like, no.
That sounds
That's
like
too
a burlesque,
Yeah.
risque.
Yeah. We just didn't,
Like-
I don't know.
It sounded a little too sexy.
Yeah, we weren't ready for
We
that.
weren't ready.
Yeah.
So we were like, no, we don't want to do that. So,
How old were you guys at this point?
I was, you were like 20.
20.
Oh, okay.
So we're
okay.
4 years apart.
Okay, got it.
So We're like, no, we're not going to do that. So then my mom went to register the name.
Yeah.
And after that, it was taken.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we went back to the drawing board. And Candy Apple Red sound juicy.
Yeah,
Right.
that second time around, it sounded so much different than it
than
had
the
the first
first
time.
time
It was like,
around.
oh, Candy Apple Red had a different zhuzh to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we were like, we'll take it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And the spelling of it, like with the K and the 2 D's on the red, that was implemented
Yeah, we
afterwards.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did that just
yeah.
to give it a
Spice
little
it up,
Spice it up,
you know.
yeah. That's all.
Making sure that, because you got to make sure that it's not spelled any other kind of way, nobody else, you know.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Copyright purposes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
things like that. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, because when I put it up on Google to check you guys out, I just put Candy Apple Red spelled
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah.
And it was showing different color of
Cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, cars.
So I was
Yeah.
like,
Even the Candy Apple Red with the K, but just 1 D. We had to do that 2
2
Ds.
Ds,
Yeah, to make it,
To make it stand out, yeah.
Right. Well, good job on that. It's
Thank
definitely
you.
standing out. How
Thank
about
you.
guys?
Thank you.
Okay. Now, this club, what inspired that song?
Oh my goodness.
Where did we record that? We recorded the demo at Shonda's house. Our cousin Shonda.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Songs. Too many songs.
Yeah, and her brother,
Mhm.
my cousin, Trezay,
Okay.
Clinton, he came up with the concept. Trezay is that person that sits around the room and listens to everybody's conversation
Mm-hmm.
and then comes up with the
With the
song.
song.
And you're like, how did that come about? He's like, oh, you said something, or
And it be catchy
y'all was
too.
talking
Yeah.
about some crazy shit.
That's
Yeah.
smart, though. It sounds like he's very observant.
He
Yeah,
is.
yeah, he
yes.
is.
So that's how this club came up. And, we did it at her house, like in the living room, and we loved it. So it's a vibe. I think it's like sexy.
It's
and
very sexy, very sassy.
very
Yeah,
sassy.
I see, I
And
heard
definitely
it.
one for the club. It's,
Yeah,
it's
we like
definitely
to talk,
clubbish, yeah.
ish. So that's always fun. I'm all about confidence, girl power. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's all about that. She's all about that. Yes.
So
No, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I could see a lot of that girl power message being pushed in your music, especially with that song "Enough."
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my shit. That's shit.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
You
like Enough?
Yeah, I like those ballads. Because your sound, like honestly, I hear like In Vogue influence. From that. Yeah, like that type of sound. Like, what were your influence coming up?
Yeah, well, definitely.
Oh yeah, because there's
kinda-
a million. But you can.
Definitely we listen to a lot of Lauryn Hill,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of TLC, SWV and Aaliyah and all the R&B greats, all the
Yeah,
R&B
Aretha
greats,
Franklin,
Aretha
all of
Franklin,
them.
yeah, definitely the vets. But I think coming up with our sound, we definitely we didn't want to stay, like she said earlier, we didn't want to be boxed in to anything. And that's why when you listen to our music, it's like we go from this club to Enough, and then you hear the ballads, and so it's like, oh, we have all different kind of sounds, and that's what we were aiming for. So we definitely jar influences from new and old, so.
And we still like. Obviously, we like different things. Like Batavian is all about alternative
90s alternative rock.
and she shows that in certain things, like in her style of singing, I would say. Because some things she can do that she can sing straight, and that is a technique.
What do you mean sing straight?
Sing with no vibrato and sing with no, as we'd like to say, runs. And it's really interesting too.
Like, give an example.
What's the running?
Oh, I thought she was about to go.
Running.
We'll
When
go
I
into
go
it.
off, you know that I go off. Instead of just being, just be able to sing the note, staccato, and it's a lot harder than I thought that it would be, and that's really interesting because
She does better with that.
Yeah,
and
it sounds like it takes a lot of breath control.
Yeah.
Well,
You could kind of, I don't know. Running can be hard too. Like,
and she's
ripping
better
all
at that than I
Can
am.
be-
Yeah, she's better at doing the runs, and that for me, because I sing straighter, that's hard for me. Because you got to know how to climb it and come back down and be on pitch and be in tune and be in key and not fall off of the note.
Right.
And so that's hard. She does that with that.
And that's how, right. So I think that's how we complement each other.
And balance each other
She's a great
out.
harmonizer.
Yeah.
And since we're cousins, we have that that thing where when you're relatives,
Yeah.
the voices kind of mesh.
Yeah, yeah.
And
She's a
I'm
soprano
not a great
too, and I'm an
harmonizer.
alto.
So if I sing something, Batavian is immediately on it.
Right.
She's like, oh, this is the harmony for that. Go. So it works out. It works out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, it's cool that you guys recognize each other's strengths and weaknesses
Yeah.
in yourselves and in each other, so you can kind of pick
Yeah.
up where the other lacks and
Yeah.
vice versa.
Mhm.
So that's cool. Now, you know, being the granddaughter of George Clinton and following that bar that he set so high, you know, do you guys find a lot of pressure to live up to those standards, or even for people in the family or out the family to take you guys serious as singers because you have to climb to meet this level and then, of course, pass it?
Yeah. Yes, especially in the beginning, it was really funny because Tanisha and I, we were like, one day, Tanisha, what were we watching? The Grammys or something, some award show, and we were like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's do it. And so we told, you know, her mom, we want to sing, and she's like, oh, okay, you know, whatever. And then we finally cut a couple of songs to present them to our grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, this is cute.
Yep.
What was the song type? What was it? Is that
What did we
a
present to
dance
him?
song or a ballad?
What was the first song we presented? I don't even remember.
Besides the one we did with Paul Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, it was called "Stay in Your Own Lane."
Stay in your own lane.
How long
There
ago
we
was
go.
this from today?
Years ago.
I
What,
mean,
like 5?
No,
10?
no. About
10.
About
10,
10.
okay.
About 10 years ago.
Yeah,
And Paul Hill, who works with my grandfather, was the first one who said, "Come to Detroit. I'll record you."
Yeah.
Mm.
I was like, "Really? Okay,
Okay,
cool."
yeah.
Okay.
And the first song we did was "Stay in Your Own Lane."
Mm. And that was the cute song.
Yeah, Granddad was
cute,
like,
yeah.
oh, y'all trying to sing. This is cute.
Yeah. Mind you, when she was about 8 or 9,
Yeah.
Granddad put me, her, and her brother Traffiel Lewis on a song called "Dope Dog."
Mm.
And
Dope Dog. Interesting title.
yeah, for an 8-year-old.
A lot of people don't realize that it's us. You know, they know the
Right,
song.
she's
but-
rapping.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, since I'm only 4,
Okay.
I'm like chanting. I'm
Yeah,
doing a
in the
little chant
background.
in the background.
Yeah, so
And so, you know, Granddad has always had us around
in the studio.
in the studio,
Mm.
music and things like that.
Getting that energy.
Yeah.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when we came to him with it, he
Like, we're going to take us seriously. We really want to do this. He was like, oh, well, look at y'all.
Yep.
How cute.
How
Yeah.
cute, right? Let's see what
Real
you can
cute.
do.
Let's see what you can do, you know. But we had to get his attention now, you know. So, yeah.
So at what point you feel he started taking you guys seriously? Like, okay, you want to do this? No, this is the steps now. Let's get started.
Well, we continued to make music. It didn't just stop there. So once he saw that we were
Grinding?
really, yes, and it was a grind. You know, we worked a lot with Paul. We worked with a lot of different people. And it really became a project that we were able to present to him. I think he was like, oh, y'all are really being serious, you know. That one song, people cut one song and then it'd be like, oh, okay, no. And we stayed with it and it built and, you know, so he saw that we really are trying to make a career out of this. It's not just like some hobby. You just have a couple songs here and there and you just fall off. So,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So at what point from then did you feel like, okay, this is actually working. I want to do this for the rest of my life?
I laugh at that because in this industry you go through so many emotions.
Yes,
Yes.
you do. You do.
Some days you wake up and you're like, F this.
Yeah. I'm about to get a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
so
I was
it-
an artist first, as you could tell.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I saw that.
it can become very interesting, even when you're related to someone who's in the business. I think that at first, me and Batavian were really like, we were naive. So we had Jordan as our grandfather.
Mhm.
We
Okay.
gon' be in there.
We gonna be in
We're
there.
in there.
We just sing.
Yeah.
You know, we
So,
have what it takes, and that's
It's
just gonna
gonna
be
pop off.
That's all we need.
That's all we need. We there. We there.
Right, yeah.
And we learned quickly was like, oh,
no, we got to grind.
this is the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Not
So-
only do we gotta grind just as hard, but even harder
in
because
certain
of his
instances,
name.
yeah.
He has certain, certain aspects, So because we have that name, in front of us, and so, we thought it was gonna be a breeze. I was like, girl, please, in about a year we're gonna be in Hollywood.
Right, right.
Yep.
Granddad got us. Don't worry.
Granddad
got us.
yes.
just a click of the finger, you know. So yeah, no.
So you guys feel you working better under pressure, or is the pressure a little too much sometimes?
Oh, I think we
do.
Yeah, I think
good under pressure.
we work better.
Yeah.
It's not because
We get it done.
Yeah, we know what to expect now in the beginning. It's like, huh? What do you have to do? And then you have last minute things.
Yeah.
And there's certain things. We got to do this right now. And it's like, what? The scramble and the hustle and
tour life.
And tour life and family and X, Y, and Z. In the beginning, if you don't know what you're into, you know, what you're getting yourself into, it's like, oh my God, you know. But we've been doing it for a couple of years now, so, you know, we got our feet wet a little bit.
Gotcha. So there's no like anxiety before getting on the stage?
Oh, no,
or
yes.
You still have that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
nervousness.
Yes, nervousness.
But I think you get to a point where you're nervous before you get on, but when you get on, it's an immediate adrenaline.
The light turns on.
You tap into
because you have to.
Yeah,
because you have to.
You have to.
And that's something that we had to kind of learn.
Yeah.
Because when you're so nervous, sometimes your mind is like,
I can't do it. I can't do this. I don't know how this is gonna be.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you're not gonna get up here and you have to, your craft, you gotta let people see, you know, what you're capable of. So all of these, as soon as you step on that stage, you don't have a choice but to be great. You have no choice. You cannot just fall apart.
Right.
So it really, that adrenaline rush of really just forcing yourself to be whoever you gotta be is whew.
Yeah. And with Granddad's audience, it's so different.
Yeah.
Because the age range is like very broad. So sometimes you have to embody, sometimes I feel like you have to be like a different person for certain things. Like,
yeah.
We did a funk fest, and those are older people. So you know, you try to tap into them and that type of vibe. But then we did the one music fest, which is all young people.
Right.
And that's a whole nother thing.
Right.
And then we did a lockin' fest,
Right.
which is more like rock and roll, that type of vibe. So that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
So what type of challenges you face with that, you know, with different audiences?
Because Granddad has this thing where he's going to do whatever he feels like doing.
Yeah.
And he has all different types of music. If you're a P-Funk fan, a George Clinton fan, I mean, my grandfather has rap.
He's got rock.
He has gospel.
Yeah.
He has R&B.
He's got country.
Literally. So it's sometimes we get nervous because we're like, what is Granddad going to do?
This audience, please.
Exactly. Don't go into some like
rap stuff when you have the soul, you know, older crowd. And you got the young heads, but I'm like, oh, they don't want to hear that, you know. And sometimes he does it just to see the look on their face. The looks on their face.
That's to say funk, just to see the look on their face.
Yes, and he's so like that. We're like, no, they don't want to hear that. Let's just do the hits. He's like,
he does not care.
Just do the hits.
No, he does not care.
Yep.
He likes it when people go like this.
Yeah.
Or like this.
Yeah.
He lives for like what the hell?
What's going on? Then you got my brother who does the heavy metal.
Okay.
And so that's even, I mean, our genre, we have like the R&B kind of soul thing. When he steps up there, that's even more unfamiliar to that particular some audience. So it's just like, you know, when you have certain crowds, you know, it just depends. You might get the like, huh?
Yeah.
You know, so he definitely gets that a lot.
And Granddad likes that.
He likes that.
He likes being out the box.
Yeah.
So how's the tour life treating you? Because you guys are on tour with him, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he tours with the whole family, like.
Well, a lot of us. It's a lot of
us. It's a lot of us. We're cousins, and then she has two brothers on the road. And then the road manager is our oldest cousin.
We got another cousin.
And then another cousin who's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
His name is Poppy.
My dad.
Her dad is on the road. And then other than that, there's a few younger people that Granddad has brought from Tallahassee. And his stepdaughter is in the band. And then it's band members that have been there for 40 years.
They're the vets.
Yeah.
And you got the vets.
And so those are the ones that we definitely try to soak in all their knowledge.
Yeah.
Because they've been doing it so long. I mean, they've been on the road since 78, and Granddad's been on the road since 60,
Right.
probably.
And they think that we don't want to listen. They just think that whatever knowledge they have just going in one ear and out. Like, y'all don't listen.
Right,
You know,
right.
they don't think we're hearing them, but we are.
That's great
Yeah.
to hear. So you guys currently live in Florida now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tallahassee?
She's
I'm
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee, she's
I'm
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
How you guys like Florida?
I think it's the location we picked that might
Yeah.
not be so exciting.
Right. It's not. It's not. I mean, but what's good is even though we may not be in the most exciting cities, we think we're always picking up and going to other cities
Exciting
and
cities.
yeah. I mean so it makes it a little bit. It doesn't make it so hard to come home and sit in a city that may not be as busy. It's like, okay, it's a little bit more chill. I've been touring for 3, 4, 5 months.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I like about Tallahassee.
Yeah, it's
calm.
Yeah, it's
and-
calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with Tampa. I actually lived there for 12 years, and Tampa was super calm. Originally coming
Oh,
from
is
New
it?
York. Yeah.
Right.
Oh well, yeah,
Yeah,
of course,
right,
yeah, compared to
exactly.
New York, right? Of
Yeah,
course.
I mean, it has a little nightlife scene in Tampa that's pretty popping, but after a while it gets old, and then you take life a little more serious. You start in a different direction. That's what
Exactly.
brought me here, obviously.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about. I'm not sure about nightlife in Tallahassee.
I mean, it's a college town.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
We're not the college town, but we have Jack's beaches, and I don't think y'all have a beach.
No,
we don't have a beach. Yeah, we have Jack's beaches, so that's our party scene. So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now you guys got a song that's been in the category, well, about to be nominated for a Grammy. Hopefully, I don't know
hopefully.
the
Fingers crossed.
pronunciation. We talked about it earlier.
Psychotropic?
Yes, that one. Say it again. Say it again.
Psychotropic.
Say it loud. No, I'm just kidding. So, what you guys come up with that? Well, what does that even mean, first of all?
You know what? We're just gonna skip right past that
Granddad
because
named
he
that.
named it, and it was so funny because
Oh, your dad.
Yeah.
I
Dad?
don't know. Because her father wrote it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody had commented like, "Oh, we love that song. We love that song. What's the name of that song?" I was like, "Granddad, what's the name of that song?"
Because listen, when we record songs with him, he names them like weird names.
Yeah.
They're all different type. I mean, funk and telekey.
Right.
What is that?
You just
I don't
never.
know.
Yeah. You never. know
Aqua
what you're gonna
Boogie,
get.
whatever. So that's just his personality.
Yeah.
So, psychotropic. We don't say that in the song at all.
I did look that up, but
Do they go? I'm ignorant.
Girl,
Tell me.
one day I looked it up, but it escaped me. So
It escaped you?
Yeah. Ooh. But
But it's a beautiful song.
yeah, it is.
Have you heard?
I actually no, I haven't heard it. I just heard This Club and Enough.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
yes, you have to.
Yeah, the creative process and the recording of that was very fun. Yeah, very fun.
What happened?
Well, my dad is really a character. He's really a character. So I was just like, "Dad, do you want us to sing it like this?" And he was like, "Yep, I want you to sing it just like this." I'm like, "Dad, with this voice?" "Yep, with that voice." I was just like, "Oh." Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so it took a lot of, tapping into other characters. So it was fun.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, being two females in a male-dominated industry, have you guys taken more of a precaution with how you carry yourselves and the places you go and things like that because of the actions that are provoking the Me Too movement to speak out? I know it's I try to not to ask too deep.
Oh
you
yeah.
can answer how you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
I think that's our personality anyway.
Yeah. I was just gonna say
Yeah.
we're already, we're very chill.
Yeah, very
We're very
chill.
chill.
And I mean, my mom has worked in the industry for a long time. So the first thing she's always said to us is, respect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Be very cautious of what people are saying to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the setup of where the conversation may go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you are a woman and you go into a studio, a session, and it's a bunch of males, typically that's what it is for us, a bunch of men, and it's us too.
Mm-hmm.
We're very much so about business. You know, everything
put-
after that,
yeah.
if we go into the club or
Yeah.
whatever, after that, if we choose to do that,
Yeah.
then that's what that's going to be.
Right.
But when we're in here, we're working, and that's what we're doing, and
we have to
you're
set
gonna
that
respect
tone of letting people know firsthand that this is what it is. And usually when you do that,
Yeah, typically it
goes
it
well.
goes that
It
way.
goes smoothly. It goes that way if you let, you know.
Things slide, then
Yeah, I mean, you
or
know,
let people know that you're not about your business and you don't take it seriously, whatever.
right?
You know.
Yeah, and that works for us. And also, you know, a lot of people respect our grandfather.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we don't, you know, we had that too where they don't want us going back to granddad saying that you tried us.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So you know, so we don't typically don't have that problem, but it's definitely about, I feel as a woman, just setting the tone. You don't have to say it, but the demeanor and, you know, shows what
Yeah.
you represent.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
I got my dad with me, so you can't. I can
Yeah.
only act up so much.
Yeah. Before he act up for you.
Yeah, you know, we can only get away with so much. You know, granddad get a wind of you acting a fool. It's not gonna be pretty.
He don't like his girl
He
acting a
does
fool.
not like that. You know, so what he may see and allow other people to do is fine, but the girls, he
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you.
yeah.
Are you guys in relationships at the moment?
I just keep giggling, right?
Yeah, it's
I'm the
all
giggle
good.
master. Well, yes, I'm in a relationship.
Mhm.
I've been in one for 5 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's what's
Yeah, that's
up.
an accomplishment.
Mhm.
I plead the fifth.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. So for you, how do you manage to manage your relationship and your business, you know, with time management? You know, as far as giving time to the road and all that stuff.
It can be hard. It can definitely be challenging. Because it's kind of hard to argue with someone that just misses you. They're like, I miss you, and then what am I supposed to say to you? Like, well, don't miss me. And I have to go to work. So
Yeah, we don't want to hear that.
yeah, like, what do you say to that? I don't know the right answer.
Yeah.
So you have that. But, I mean...
The answer is, I know. Baby, I know you miss me. I know.
And then...
And then we move on because I gotta go back to work. I gotta go back to work.
Yeah.
So you gonna miss me some more, but that's nice to know that you.
Yeah.
So you never invited him out?
Yeah, like, he knows the band, and he's come to shows and things like that. So definitely, you know. But because there's so many of us and we're constantly moving, the road life is hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, he can't come to all the shows, but it can be challenging.
So how do you keep the relationship so tight? Being in a relationship for 5 years and going on the road, like, do you communicate a lot? You FaceTime a lot?
we do a lot
Pen
of things.
pals, what?
We do a lot of FaceTime and texting and things like that. But also, I would say that we're both very chill. Would you say, P?
Yes, absolutely, and I definitely.
I'm
think
very chill.
that
Like, I don't demand a lot.
That's why they've been in a relationship for so long.
And he doesn't demand a lot.
Right.
And we kind of have an understanding.
Yeah.
So it works for us, you know. And we'll see where life goes, but it works for us.
Yeah.
And then I have a son.
Oh, really? Congrats on
Yeah,
that
I do.
also. How old is he?
He'll be 11.
Wow, that's
He'll
awesome.
be 11. And so, you know, my boyfriend is awesome with my son.
Okay.
So, it's cool, you know.
That's cool. Any kids for you?
I do. I have a 13-year-old stepchild.
Okay.
And I have a 6-year-old.
Wow.
Yes,
that's
I have a
awesome.
6. Yeah, I got both 2 girls. So,
Okay.
Do you have children?
No, I do not. No,
Oh.
I have a dog. I
You
had
have a
two.
dog?
Okay.
I had 2 of them, but one passed away last year.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Sorry.
What kind of dogs?
2 Chihuahuas.
The way you said Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
He said, I have never heard it pronounced like that.
Chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas.
I mean, you know, I'm Dominican, so my accent kind of comes out. A little
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The New York Dominican. Okay. All right. It's all coming together now.
So do
all
you?
coming together.
Wait, that's funny.
Chihuahuas.
Chihuahua.
I'm gonna start-
bit. So how do you pronounce? How would you pronounce? it?
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. That's incorrect.
It is. That is incorrect.
And we both said it was
It's
confident.
CHI. That is technically
okay,
incorrect.
so
It's
It-
Chihuahua.
That's how I thought. I spelled it the way I say it, so I'm like CHAWA. AW
and
or
it's
something like that. I don't know.
Chihuahua?
It's Chihuahua. Yeah.
Really?
We don't know. I don't know.
And I'd be like, Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Everybody says Chihuahua. Well, not everybody, but
Well,
I've never heard it pronounced like that. I'm gonna start saying it like that.
you got that Chihuahua.
You and your little Chihuahua.
Get up out of here.
Get up out of here.
That's funny, man. So you guys voting this year or what?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, we must.
You gotta go vote.
Yeah, we
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah. We politics, they stress you out.
I know.
they
man.
do. Already, I'm just. Oh.
How do you feel about Trump as our president? Don't.
No, I'm not gonna.
Speak in
I'm not,
unison, one at a time.
I think he a hot ass mess.
Ooh.
He is.
It's all good.
He is. Now, I know that we're supposed to be, like political, but
I'll do it for you.
You can do whatever you want.
No,
It's
this
uncensored.
this
I don't
is
feel
not
so.
one that we can, but he has completely just.
I'm just gonna move back to my homeland.
I don't.
Canada, here I come.
It's just every move you make is something out of his mouth or some action or just. Oh, it's a headache.
It gets interesting because when he, got into office, the issue is that you started seeing that some people really are just hateful people.
Yes.
And that's the sad part. Like, okay, y'all really.
Yeah,
We know
with
they're
him
out
in
there,
office,
but now they
people
want to
came
show
out
it.
with yeah.
And that's the part that is kind of like
He gave people a lot of fuel and a lot of ammunition to really come out and not be so quiet. And,
Right.
and what's really interesting is we live in Florida. I live in Jacksonville, so I just experience a lot of that on the daily. On the daily, I cannot tell you the kinds of things that people come up to me and say. Like, I live in the South.
What's the worst thing you've ever heard?
Oh,
And
I can't even tell you the absolute. Well, I can tell you a couple of things. Somebody walked up to me and was like, I had my hair out, and I just got into this thing where I'm really just starting to appreciate my hair, and you know how black women are about their hair, So I was out in the grocery store wearing my hair, wearing my afro, my puff, and the man gonna come to me and say, y'all really starting to wear your hair like that now, aren't you? I said, oh, okay.
Oh,
Then
man.
you have my daughter. My daughter's really light. And there was a couple in front of me, and her father was not with me. And the couple turned around and looked at my daughter and looked at me and assumed that her father was not black. And assuming that she's mixed, they were disgusted. Completely and utterly disgusted. And the man, what did he say? Not the audacity, an abomination. And he turned around and looked at my child and was disgusted. Like, how dare you commingle with another race and bring that into the world? You have no right to do that. And I was very happy. I was very happy that her father was not there, because it had been a disaster. He would have gone to jail. It would have been a disaster. But I get people who just come up to, I went to the grocery store, gas station, and I was purchasing, I don't know, some sunflower seeds or something, and the man just looked at me, and I could tell he was very upset that he had to serve me, that he had to take my money. And he just looked at me and grabbed the money, and he didn't take his eyes from me, and I was like, oh, you're very upset with this. Very upset with this. So just little things here and there. And, before this, we lived in Maryland, DMV area. So when I came to Florida, it just kind of hit me. And you see I can go down my street and see Trump signs for days.
Right.
And so it can be hard.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that, man. It's sad that slavery still exists. Not slavery, I'm sorry, racism still exists, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it hasn't been that long since it began, like 40, 50 years, you know what I'm saying? So, but, soon change will come, hopefully, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to keep fighting.
The good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys express a lot of that frustration in your music, like how you was expressing now, how you felt about that situation that just happened? Like, does a lot of that pain, do you put that into the music?
I'm a writer, so I put most of that in my poetry.
Okay.
But
I think you should. Because
You
I'm
know
sure there's a
that-
lot of people that feel that way, that
Right.
experience that
Yeah.
or worse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah. You know about it.
yeah, and I think that as we grow and evolve, we definitely will incorporate that. I definitely think so. Because it's important.
Mhm.
Right.
It's definitely important, and you want people to know that. Yeah, you can do the hip hop, you can do the R&B, you can do the anthems. We can get it, we can party, but that you're also aware,
Mhm.
and appreciative of your culture, and that your eyes are open or woke, as they
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And
Really.
so,
Yeah, because I notice a lot, especially in hip hop. Everybody's kind of not complaining, but kind of tired of just the party stuff and all that. So there's less storytelling as it used to be.
Yeah.
Less
Yes.
realness in the music.
Yes.
It's just kind of like everybody's together in the VIP and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
It can be interesting.
Yeah,
but that's-
it can be very interesting.
Right, but that's what I like about R&B. It still gives you the freedom to not stand in the shadow of an image or something like that. You can kind of be yourself, talk about love and whatever
Yeah,
the case may be,
right.
a
Yeah.
serious topic. So I definitely
We talk about love. We definitely talk
Yes,
about
we
love.
love love.
Yeah, we love love.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What I do like about hip hop now, though, is which this would probably be a debate amongst a lot
Go
of
ahead,
people.
I'm ready for it.
But
Mhm.
I do like that people are more expressive in their fashion.
Oh yeah.
And me and my cousins,
Mhm.
like they're hip hop heads, and they have this whole thing about hip hop is this and things. But
Yeah.
I feel that in art,
Mhm.
you can embody whatever you want, and I don't think that you have to be tied down to like a certain look or whatever. And so I do like that. I like that they're showing, be yourself, or try to make a statement, or make them go, wow, because if that's what you want to do, I don't see anything wrong with that. But that I know that's a big deal, especially for the 90s.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
'Cause they set the standard so high with originality and
See,
creativity and
everybody's
storytelling.
right. But then if I
A
show
lot
you
of
a
greats came
picture,
out the 90s.
a lot of greats did come out the
Mhm.
90s. But if I show you a picture of some rappers in the 80s, they had on tight leather pants.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, are you going to say they're not hip hop?
True.
They're hip hop, okay,
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like,
We
they
can
like the
have a
90s
whole-
started it all. Oh, it's always a
It's
debate.
always
I think
go
it's a big
on
cycle,
forever.
man.
It's a big, it
Because
is.
whatever
Yeah.
genre you from, that's gonna be,
It's a
whatever
big cycle.
era
What
is
era
gonna
you're
be
from,
your era.
era.
No, we
My
did
era
this.
is the best.
No, we started this, and without us, y'all would have never had.
Right.
You're
right.
right. That's true.
Right, exactly. Wasn't that going on in '70s? Wasn't that
That's
going on?
yeah. I just, you gotta respect what came before you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You gotta dig deeper than your culture, your time frame.
Mhm.
Like, you gotta go back and listen and
Do your history.
do your history.
Mhm.
So then you won't be like, well, baggy jeans is what it is. Like,
Right.
forever.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
It's always never gonna,
So
evolve.
just and be open to people.
Mhm.
My grandfather was a wild one. Granddad was very wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
he ran into an audience naked before. So
The
he's
stories
super
that
wild.
we hear
And that's
from
why he's
that.
still on top now.
You know
He's
what I'm
not-
saying? So,
Exactly.
it's hard to top somebody like that.
Yeah, I hear that. So that's cool. I mean, I'm glad you appreciate people, showing their creativity
Yeah.
and making a statement, with their fashion and stuff like that and their music. But speaking of that type of individual, how do you feel about Kanye West?
Oh, we not gonna get on this. Oh Lord.
And he my Gemini brother.
Don't do that.
But
Don't. Oh.
he's lost.
I don't know.
Wait, Trump's a Gemini too.
But you know what?
Mm.
I'm almost.
they just cuckoo.
I'm like, is this really how you feel? Or are you can't just be trying to get attention? Because I feel like that's what people thought in the beginning. Like, he's just trying to, get a rise out of people. He's just trying. Then it was like, oh, no. You really feel this way. You
It's
really
weird.
lost it. I don't know.
How do you feel?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Honestly, I mean, I'm all for freedom of speech. Like, even with the lunch they had yesterday that I saw, and a lot of comments I saw on Instagram were negative comments about it. Like, Kanye, this Negro, telling him to call me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, if he likes Trump, let him like Trump. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He has a freedom of speech and all that stuff. So, yeah, I understand he's black. He's probably, you know, the people that are suffering from Trump's decisions, you know, feel more connected to Kanye. I'm like, damn, you should be with us, but you were standing with him. I understand that part. But again, Kanye's, I feel he's more on the Republican side more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So if he likes Trump and everything that he's doing, that's his personal choice. He shouldn't be attacked for that. That's how I feel, you know.
Have at it. I won't be attending.
Hey, and again, that's your choice. That's your choice. I mean, I won't be either. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, I think that's something like social media. That's what social media has done. They forget that people do, you know, have opinions.
Yeah.
People live their own lives, and they're going to do what they want to do. And that is your right. As you know, as long as nobody's getting hurt or anything like that. So that's the part about social media that's interesting, because so many people have judgment on your life.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I kind of don't like.
Right.
You know, because I got an opinion. It's my opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, if I like it, you know, kick rocks, get off my page.
I'm saying, like, you're watching.
And you're gonna
like,
get judged.
Right, you're watching, right.
Yeah.
So either way. So, you know, I get that, but
you like it, you're gonna get judged. You don't like it, you're gonna get judged. You know, you say it's great, you're gonna either way, somebody gonna have something to say about your opinion.
Right. You gotta control what you can control, man. You can't control other people.
You can't control other people's feelings, right?
You know.
So in the Kanye West case, you know, I don't agree. But, you know,
that's his opinion.
That's his opinion. You just can do. You gotta do what you can do for your people, and yourself, and your, you know, all of that.
Gotcha.
Oh, Kanye. I'ma just.
And listen, when Kanye came out with the first album, what was his first album?
College Dropout.
Oh, Batavia, I never forget. She came in the house. She was like, Tanisha. She was the CD head.
I was the CD head, and they
and my mother is too. So they would go to the store and rack up on CDs. And she bought a copy. My mother bought a copy of the Kanye, and I'll never forget that. Like, Kanye West, the album is out. It's gonna be everything.
It's still everything.
And it's like,
can't take away from the music now. Can't take away from the music. The music is the talent.
He's talented. He's talented.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Yeah. Shout out to Kanye. You know, I mean, I still like, you know, no matter what. I mean, it is what it is. I don't look at the personal stuff. That's your business.
Right.
But you know, you spoke about social media and stuff, and how, you know, you may get attacked there and stuff like that. But I want to talk as far as promotion goes, because you guys are heavily on the road and stuff. How do you find time to, you know, still handle your business but make social media marketing a part of your business as well? Because that's important, you know, to stay active in social media and stuff. Do you guys equally balance it, or is it difficult?
Thank you. I love
that. Look was the answer, but go ahead, elaborate.
She's a social media person. She does nothing for social media.
Oh,
she's
man.
a social media.
So everybody, world.
Make sure when you know, write things on social media, say, Batavian, hey, talk to me. Don't leave it all up to Tonisha.
Well, I'll talk to you now. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm not.
Well,
gonna
on her
leave.
birthday, thank you. That's what she wrote. Well, thank you. It's my birthday, so she was on there for her birthday.
Yeah.
I was.
Yes, you wrote. You
This
made,
last birthday.
You
What
made
I
sure
say?
you said thank you to every person who said happy birthday. But I can't get her to post a picture.
Oh,
I can't get her.
Well, people need to see you. I mean, I know they see you
No.
live, but on social media.
Listen,
Yeah.
Batavian, she hates taking pictures, but she wanted to be a model.
that was a long time ago, T.
She hates taking pictures because I'm asking her to take a picture. She does not hate taking pictures.
So you don't like authority.
Thank you. There we go. She does not like authority.
Don't tell me what to do.
I don't want to take a picture. You be looking like, this is crazy. It's just a picture.
And then 2 pictures turned into 3 pictures and 4 pictures. But this is the thing, though.
In a matter of a minute.
This is the thing, though. The fans
tell all the secrets.
The fans can ask me to take 700,000 pictures. I'm like, yeah, sure, because they're asking me to. It's a favor, and so it's a little bit different. But like,
she just likes giving me a hard time.
I'm just gonna be real.
That's all.
very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really difficult to deal with. I'm very, very, very difficult. Not in a relationship. I'm real easy to deal with. But I think so.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I see. You
I'm-
are.
I'm-
Just in this relationship, you know, she might.
No,
she
yeah,
tug of war with me. Is that a Virgo thing?
Yes.
Probably.
We
I'm
don't.
a Leo, so.
Oh,
King
okay.
Leo.
King
Okay,
Leo.
our grandfather's a Leo.
Oh, okay, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
we don't do well with authority. We don't do well with being told what to do. I don't do well with my life being planned.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very difficult for me. I don't like. You wake up in the morning and the night before you ain't had no plans, but now all of a sudden, Batavian, this is what we're doing. Like telling me that this is what I just don't. I've always been that way. I've always been. You're gonna pull me one way, and I naturally pull back. It's so. I'm always gonna.
It's interesting.
I know it's difficult. I know it's hard because I know people be like, "Why can't you just be like?" Yeah,
I
I'm
know,
never gonna
especially
be
when
that
it's
way.
simple.
I'm never gonna be that way. But Tatum, we have such and such. Who said? Like, why do I gotta? Now we just planning my like my brain. I can't.
It's always that one in the group.
Yeah.
No, but for the most
I
part,
don't like being
for the
told.
most part, we're super close.
Yeah.
Like
That's cool.
Yeah.
real close. You know, we're best friends.
That's cool. Yeah, it's definitely good to be close, and you can see it in the music how you guys feed off each other on stage.
Oh yeah.
Got a good vibe
Oh,
on
yeah.
stage
Yeah,
like that.
definitely.
So yeah, man. So tell me, what are the tour dates?
Oh,
Oh gosh.
the
It's a lot, it's a
tour
lot.
dates.
Coming up, it's slowing
Yeah,
down right now
slowing
because
down.
it's becoming winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it typically
fall,
slows
winter.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, fall into winter.
Yeah.
So we just have a show in I think from here we go to Wichita.
Wichita,
I
Kansas.
don't know the venues, but Wichita, and then we go to Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
We go home for a few days, and then we have about 5-6 more shows. We have a show like in New York, Vermont, North Carolina, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're off for like a month and a half.
Mhm.
Which literally
We've been on
the
tour
road
since January. January 1st.
Yes.
No, matter of fact,
For real.
December 20.
I wish I had that problem.
Right.
You know, it's funny.
Right.
Listen, man, it's funny how life is because you know they say people are never happy. You know, when you're not on the road, it's like, oh damn, I need work. I need work. And when you're on the road, damn, I need to be home with my family.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
so I typically try not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have a.
You gotta be thankful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our grandfather's 77 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that
It's
he
not
can-
too many
right.
with his kind of schedule. It's
Right.
not too many that are his age that have been doing this for this long that are touring like this.
Exactly.
You know, and they wish that they were.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right. So it's a blessing, and you know, hopefully in the future, you know, our goal is to definitely keep P-Funk going, but you know, have Candy Apple Red, and
Mm-hmm.
we do our own thing
Yeah.
as far as our own touring and things like that. So it's a lot trying to juggle the two.
Yeah, it
Because-
is. Yeah, and then you got your family, so having
All three aspects. You know,
aspects,
when
yeah.
you have downtime, it's like, okay, well, can Candy Apple Red do this? And it's like, ooh, my son has a recital. Like,
Yeah, it's
I gotta show my
Yeah.
face. You know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
So
the
trying
balance can be
the balance can be
difficult.
hell.
Because we're all Candy Apple Red. Everything is kind of, you know, when we're off, it's around Parliament Funkadelic schedule. But and so when we're off, it's like, oh, I've literally been touring for a month, and now we only have 12 days off. But within that 12 days,
We gotta go to Atlanta or something.
and so yeah, to do something for Candy Apple Red, so it can be. It's just like, whoo. So you want to be able to sit back and breathe, but you do have to balance all three: your family, P-Funk, and Candy Apple Red. And so it's a hustle.
Yeah, I know you spoke about keeping the legacy going. You know, are those things already in place for when George decides to retire for you guys to keep going, or are you
well,
guys just following his lead right now?
well, right,
Yeah,
just
we're
following the lead.
following the lead, seeing what he, yeah.
But me and him had a conversation yesterday, and he said that we're gonna, you know, he's gonna start putting things, you know, in perspective and in order because
How he wants things to go.
yeah, because although Parliament and Funkadelic, because ultimately they're two different bands, but the same people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's his band, and he's the only one who's never left his band.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, with that being said, everybody looks to him to guide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, with him not being on stage, or you know, he might do like spot dates with us.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna definitely have to put some order.
Yeah.
Because he's the head man in charge.
Yeah. And when everybody's looking at you, and you kind of, you know, fading in the background a little bit, we gotta know
When to step up and
yeah, we gotta know ultimately what we're doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, because I noticed with the what's that? Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay, you know how like Maurice passed away and stuff like that. You know, but I started to see as they were performing, they were kind of gearing. They kind of knew they wanted to let the legacy keep on. So he got his son in the background. He comes out and sing a few songs.
Right,
the one with the high voice. I forgot his name.
His son,
The guy with
Philip
the
Bailey.
Yeah,
And
his
then
son.
the guy with the bass, I can't think of his name. I can't think of
The one with the
Yeah,
always
with
jams
the-
with the
yeah,
long
he be
hair.
jamming.
He still
He be
got it
jamming,
too.
right.
He still got it. Yeah, but they
their
prepared
kids
for
on
that.
the road, I believe.
That's what I'm saying. They together and they still singing the same songs, but they
Gotcha.
came out as a group, so you can still kind of keep the legacy going. Being that George is, you know, is him. You know,
Right.
he's the household name. I'm interested to see what plans you guys have to kind of keep it going. Being that his music is kind of the forefront of what's bringing the audience there. You see what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
You guys are still planning that. Still
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely in the works.
We're excited, we're nervous.
Yeah, definitely nervous. Because Granddad's like that's our safety net.
Mhm.
And he's always been that, and for everyone.
And for everyone.
For everyone.
Even the older guys,
Yeah.
you know,
That's
they
it.
look to
They looking at him like George will be doing.
what we doing next. Like, for instance, we don't have like a set list.
Okay.
So every song is called.
Yep.
Got
So
it.
you don't know what's called next.
Yep.
Mm.
You just roll
with it.
Right.
You know.
And so with that being said, you know, who's gonna
be
the guy who can arrange that?
Right.
Because Granddad's good at, you know, he's intentional.
Mhm.
So when he wants to make the audience go, he did that on purpose.
Mhm.
It's not like he's a fool.
Right.
And you know, why is he doing this rock and in the middle of he purposely did that.
Mm.
But you have to be able to read the audience and know what they're looking for and know, can they handle this or whatever. And so, you know, who has that?
Mm.
Who has that spark? Oh, will we have a set list? I don't know.
Right.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah,
how this is
we'll
all gonna go.
see.
We'll see.
We'll see, man. But I wish you guys the best of luck. What were you about to say something?
No, like I said, we're excited and nervous.
That's good though. That's
Yeah.
good. That means you got something to do if you're nervous.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
good. You know, I wish you girls the best of luck. Sounds like you got a good
thank
head on your
you.
shoulders, and you guys got a
Thank you.
plan, and you're riding the wave. So keep riding until the wheels fall off.
Yes,
Hopefully
we
they
will.
never fall off. You know?
I know
Hopefully
they
they
don't
won't.
never
Yeah,
listen. We
never,
want to be like our
never,
grandfather, 77.
Mhm.
Still going. Trying to keep up with him. He got us sweating on stage.
Hey,
He does.
He still got it.
Yes.
He
yes,
still
he
got it
does.
for sure.
Yep.
That's awesome. So where can the people keep up with you on social media or any, you know, where they could buy your music and stuff? Let's spit it out.
Yes.
Look, go ahead, P. I'm
I'll-
joking. No.
Since I'm the non-social media
She'll be like,
person.
wait, is it 2Ds or what?
Is it 3Ds?
No,
Is it-
What's
that's
social media?
terrible. That is terrible. I know we're 3Ds on Instagram.
I know, I'm playing.
And we're
with you.
2Ds on Facebook.
Yes. Candy Apple Red on Facebook.
What
It's a
else?
K and 2Ds on Red.
Mm.
That's
Instagram and Twitter. It's a K and 3Ds.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have our website, candyapplered.com.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find our music on Apple, all Spotify,
Mhm.
everywhere.
All digital platforms.
All
Digital
digital
platforms.
platforms. And definitely go check out our grandfather's album, the new Parliament album, Medicaid Fraud Dog.
Yes.
Awesome. I look forward to hearing that album, and make sure you keep up with Candy Apple Red. This is another episode of Sleep is for Billionaires, the podcast. Once again, Johnny Vegas, Candy Apple Red.
Hey.
Stay tuned for more episodes to come. Have a good one.